You know there's that one big hurdle, the cabin crew interview. It can feel like you're walking through a minefield of tricky questions, right? Well, today, we're going to give you the map. Let's dive in. This question goes so much deeper than just wanting to travel the world. Airlines are on the hunt for a very, very specific mix of personality, professionalism, and calm. And believe me, they have a whole playbook of targeted questions designed to find it.
Okay, so you look at a list like this, and it is easy to feel totally overwhelmed. You've got questions about you, about safety, angry passengers, teamwork. Where do you even start? Well, here's the good news. There's a method to the madness. These aren't just random questions. They're all designed to test for specific qualities. And in this explainer, we're going to help you make sense of it all.
We're going to break this down into 5 key areas. We'll kick things off with your personal motivation, the why. Then we'll cover the #1 priority, safety. After that, we'll get into customer service, talk all about teamwork, and finally, we'll tackle how you handle the very real pressures of this job.
All right, first up, the why. See, before they even get to your skills, recruiters need to know why you're sitting in that chair. They have to see that your passion for this career is the real deal.
These questions are all about getting to know the real you. They're digging into how you see yourself, whether you've done your homework on the airline, your passion for the role, and how you think you'll fit in. They might sound like simple icebreakers, but trust me, they are absolutely foundational. The big takeaway here is that you just can't wing this part. A well-thought-out, genuine answer sets an incredibly powerful tone for the entire interview. Think of it as your opening pitch. Okay, let's shift gears to the single most critical part of this job, safety. This isn't just another section. It's the absolute core philosophy of the entire aviation industry. So when they hit you with a scenario, like a fire in the galley, what they're really testing is your ability to follow procedure when the pressure is on. As you can see, there's a clear, logical flow here. First, you assess, then you inform, then you act, and finally, you manage the cabin. That is precisely the kind of clear-headed, structured thinking they need to see. This quote right here just nails it. Your #1 job isn't serving drinks. It's being a highly trained first responder who can handle anything. Everything else comes second. Now, once safety is completely under control, the focus shifts to the art of service. This is where you become the living, breathing representative of the airline, shaping every single passenger's experience. The classic question. This is probably one of the most common ones you'll ever face, and how you answer it says a ton about your emotional intelligence and your problem-solving chops. This slide shows the huge difference between a bad response and a great one. On the left, you've got those reactive, knee-jerk responses, getting defensive, arguing. Anybody can do that. But what airlines are looking for is what's on the right, a proactive solution. That means you're actively listening, you're showing empathy, and your main goal is to de-escalate and find a real solution. That's the gold standard, right there. And the kinds of service scenarios they can throw at you are endless. It could be anything from a medical situation or a nervous flyer to navigating cultural differences or just trying to prioritize tasks when you're swamped. The goal is to see if you have that versatility and grace to handle pretty much any human situation that comes your way. But of course, you're never handling these things alone. And that brings us to our next section, teamwork. Up in the sky, your crew isn't just your colleagues, they are your lifeline. So you're going to get questions designed to see how well you play with others. They want to know, can you handle a conflict with a coworker respectfully? Do you step up to help someone who's struggling? And do you understand when to lead and when to follow? It's all about that team dynamic. This all ties back to a really important concept in aviation called crew resource management, or CRM for short. It's basically the official practice of using everything and everyone at your disposal to keep things safe and efficient. When you answer these teamwork questions well, you're showing them you already get the basic idea behind CRM. And finally, let's get to the reality check, handling the pressure. This is all about your personal resilience and whether you're really ready for what this lifestyle entails. Yeah, the questions in this part can get pretty personal. They're built to test your resilience against the unique stresses of the job. We're talking jet lag, crazy schedules, being away from home. Your answers have to show that you've got the mental and emotional strength this job demands. Because at the end of the day, they're not just hiring you for one flight. They're investing in a person they hope can handle this demanding lifestyle for years to come. They need to see that you've got the grit. So what's the big takeaway from all this? The crucial point is that airlines are not just hiring you for one skill. They're not looking for a single puzzle piece. They're looking for the person who completes the whole picture. They're searching for this unique blend of someone with grace under pressure, the grit to handle the lifestyle, constant situational awareness for safety, and deep empathy for both passengers and their crew. Every single question they ask you is designed to find out if you have these 4 qualities. Which brings us to the final, and honestly, the most important question of all, the one you have to ask yourself. After seeing what it really takes, after understanding the reality behind the dream, are you ready?